Jason. It's my job to stump. Hey everybody, it's Carrie Hoffmeister with Carrie on Abundant TV, and I am so excited to have back a friend of mine now and comedian Christian McCartney. Christian, thanks so much for coming back on the show.
Of course, Carrie. Thank you for having me back.
So it's been like a year and a half since I interviewed you last because it was 2023 at the the Live Music Festival,
Yep.
right? And I was his first interview.
Very first, and you can tell that was my first interview because I was wearing slides. I was so I did not know how I was supposed to look, and I was like, "Oh, they're not gonna get my full body in this shot."
I totally did. Uh, and the best part about that is I didn't have like my cameraman with me. So like if you notice in it, like we keep moving. And so like at one point like half of my arm is gone because I kept pulling the mic that was attached to my phone and it kept like
Yeah.
turning. So yeah,
Oh,
it looked like my first interview too. So it's
no,
okay.
that was good.
Okay, well, we are going to get into what he's been up to since then, because since then, he's kind of blown up. Things have been happening, which is really, I'm excited to talk about. But we are going to start with what we call carry on the facts. So, what I've been doing is kind of a newer segment in the beginning. Instead of rapid fire, I've been doing true or false statements. But this is actually because I know you're a diehard Jim Carrey fan. It's like Jim Carrey trivia.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
so last time I had him, we did quotes from his movies. And this is just like different facts to see how much you know about him.
Ooh, okay.
Okay? I feel like you're probably gonna kill it, but okay. Who plays the leading female role, Melissa Robinson, alongside Carrie in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
What? Okay. I know that she's. Oh no, she's a brunette.
She's on Friends.
I've never seen Friends. I know, I know. I don't know her
I
name. I
think
have no idea.
I think she's married to David Arquette. Does that
So
help?
we know her last name is Arquette.
Well, it's actually her last name is Cox, and it starts with the C.
Courtney.
Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
Woo! I thought you would have known that. Okay.
Oh man.
Now you're nervous.
I never-
Okay. What do we find Jim Carrey's character doing in the beginning of Ace Ventura's When Nature Calls?
Isn't he in like a Buddhist? No, 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 no. He's saving a raccoon
Yes, you
on
got it.
yeah, on some
Yes.
mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, rescuing a raccoon. Good job. What is the name of Jim Carrey's dog in The Mask?
Max. No, no,
No.
no. Oh my gosh.
Calls it like a million times.
I know.
It starts with M.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
My
Milo.
Milo. Good job.
Big fan. Oh my gosh.
This is so fun. Okay. In Jim Carrey's The Truman Show, what was Truman's full name? Like his last name.
Oh.
Really?
At this point, I don't even know if I've heard of Jim Carrey anymore.
Yeah, I don't even think we're talking about the same person.
Truman.
Starts with
Uh,
a B.
oh my gosh.
Burr.
Burger.
B-
Bur Bur
Burbank.
Burbanks.
Burbanks.
Burbank.
Yep.
Oh my
Okay. Should we
god.
keep going?
You're poking holes in my Jim Carrey lore, Carrie. Oh my god.
Man, there's so yeah, I gotta have you on like 10 more times. There's so many things we can do with this. Like
I gotta study.
it's like a series that never ends. Okay. What is Jim Carrey's occupation in Me, Myself, and Irene?
Oh, he's a state trooper.
Yeah, highway patrol cop. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's good. Okay. All right, ready? Look at that. It's exactly 3 seconds before I honk your nose and pull your underwear over your head. Name the movie that line came from.
The Mask.
Good job. See, you do good
Yeah.
with quotes,
Oh, okay.
but we don't have a lot of quotes.
Great.
Oh, this is another one you're gonna be like, what? Who debuted in The Mask alongside Jim Carrey in 1994 playing the role of Tina Carlisle?
Oh, Cameron Diaz.
Good
I
job.
actually just watched a behind the scenes of that whole movie, and it took them forever to find who was going to play her character.
Oh, really?
He was like working in some as some temp. She was a model, I'm sorry. And they were like, we just need pretty women. We don't care if she's acted ever. We just need somebody who's pretty. And they brought her in. She didn't even want to do it. And then they
She
were like,
did it?
she'd never acted. They were like, just read. And she was like, okay. And they're like, there's just something about you. And then obviously the rest is history. But yeah, she didn't even want to do it. She was in Paris when they told her, you need to come audition, like do a reading in person.
Isn't that
And
so annoying when stuff like that happens? When you're over here like busting your butt trying to get it, and they're like, I didn't even try. I was just called. I'm like, are you telling me I should quit? Like,
right.
I hate that.
It's wild.
Great for her. Okay. In which country was Jim Carrey born?
Canada.
There you go. I knew you knew that one. Which 1984 mid-season replacement TV sitcom featured Jim Carrey? I can give you options, okay?
Okay.
Bosom Buddies, Quack Quack, The Duck Factory, The Boys Are Back.
Well, I know he was in the Duck Factory, but I don't know if that was a mid-season. I thought he. I'm just gonna say Duck Factory.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Good job. Okay, last one, and this will also be multiple choice, unless you know it. What
Okay.
was Carrey's character's name in the 1985 movie Once Bitten?
Oh my gosh.
Do you want the options?
I do.
Okay. Stanley Ipkiss, Mark Kendall, Randy Travis, Roy Rogers. Did you see this movie?
I did. It's actually crazy. I saw it just maybe a couple months ago. I'd never heard of it, but I was like, what is this? It was a weird movie.
Sounds like
I
it.
think just because I like alliteration, I'm gonna go with the Roy. Oh no.
No, it's actually
Oh!
Mark Kendall.
Ah.
Your life has kind of blown up since 2023 when I first interviewed you. First of all, you have shorter hair.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I had the gargantuan
You
afro.
did. You had the big afro, your slides.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
can you kind of give us a little rundown of what happened for you after you performed at the festival there?
Okay, so I was opening up for two comedians at that festival, and after it, I was on a little bit of a tour, and because I performed at that festival, I actually got an agent because somebody who worked at the festival referred me, and because
No
of the
way.
yeah, and because of I got that agent in the first week of January in 2024. I headlined the Memphis Grizzlies arena, like FedEx Forum, for their Faith and Family night. And then like 2 weeks later, I did Huckabee. And then um, in the middle of this, I also did voice acting for a Christmas movie.
No
And
way.
yeah, I got another role in another movie which hasn't come out yet, but it should be soon. It's called Empty Nets. It's a biblical setting movie, and I play a leper in it.
That I love that.
Yeah.
That's fitting.
Right. Um, and oh my gosh. Oh, and then I got invited back to a live festival this past festival, and
Mhm.
I actually headlined both nights.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
In
amazing. Are you gonna be back next year?
I hope.
Okay, cool.
Doing that made me have to write a whole nother hour of material. Because
Wow.
I mean, both nights back to back was an hour slot, and obviously people like the first night, they're gonna come back the second night.
Right.
I didn't want to give them the same exact show,
Right.
so that'd be terrible. You know what I mean? So in that time that they'd booked me, I had worked on a whole other hour, and because of that hour, that first hour, that's what I recorded for the special, and then
Oh, really?
and then this second hour is what I'd be taking on the road with a tour after this special comes out.
So speaking of the special, I like how you transitioned into there. So you did actually just record that special. Actually, I didn't even realize it was the day I reached out to you to ask if you would come back on the show. And then I was like, wait, he's probably at a show. And I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, he's like literally recording his special to come out in Texas, right?
Yep, San
So tell
Antonio.
us tell us a little bit about that experience and what people can expect from the special. It comes out Christmas Day on YouTube.
Yes, it does.
Is there a specific time?
Um, we don't know yet.
Okay.
We're thinking 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
So expect sometime around there. It's not going to be early in the morning or really late at night. So sometime midday Eastern time. Um, Recording it was so exciting because I mean I had done these jokes for a while, and honestly, some of the jokes that made it into the special, I just recently wrote them, but I just liked
Oh,
them so
wow.
and they were working. I was like, you might as well put it in there. But I had actually reached out to a friend. It's so cool how God does stuff because this special coming together like this was kind of in I guess, an accumulation. I think that's the right word. I just want to sound smart. It was kind of like
Same.
the dude who filmed it for me, he actually worked on sound for the first TV show I ever worked on, which was Mayberry Man. And him and I met each other because like he was hooking up my mic before we recorded the scene. And out loud, I was like, "Can you stop touching my nipple?" And everybody started laughing, and he started laughing, and then he was like, "Oh, that's what that is." So like from then on, we were like this the rest of the time we were filming. And he was like, "Hey man, if you ever record a special, I want to help you one day because I told him I do stand up." And I'm like, "Okay, awesome." So the only reason I got on that show, I might have told this last time I was on you interviewed me. I'm not sure. But the only reason I got it was because a gentleman by the name of Chester Goad told me to audition for that show. I met Chester Goad at a Christian Comedy Association. The only reason I went to the Christian Comedy Association was because the gentleman by the name of Jason Earls performed at my grandma's old folks' home in Texas, and my grandma wore a shirt with my face on it. And she said, "Hey, my grandbaby's a comedian." And Jason was like, "Okay, sure he is." So I got in contact with Jason, introduced me, met Jose through that long little way. And then Jason actually opened up for me at the special
No way.
that Jose was filming. And it was perfect full circle. Um, the thing I like about Jose, has to the dude who filmed it, he's very weird like I am. So he was like, dude, this can't just be a special. This has to be a movie. So I wrote a scene to open up the special. So
Oh, wow.
it's gonna be like a little scene that we acted in. Jason's in it. My friend Craig James, he's a rapper. He's in it, and it goes from the scene to the special. Then we have I got a bunch of old family videos, home
No
videos,
way.
and we're putting those for the credit scene at the very end of it. So,
I love it.
so it came together
That's
perfectly.
that's so awesome. And when you just did your one of your last lives, I think that I hopped on and saw your mom in there
Yeah.
and your dad. I just love like your all's dynamic. It seems like you're super, super close
Oh my,
and you
yeah.
just literally sit there and laugh like the whole time. So
Yeah.
wa-
Oh,
was your mom and dad there for the recording?
yes.
Aw,
Yes.
that's
And
so awesome.
I actually got to do something special for them during the show. So during the recording, so when people see it, they'll see what I did for them. But I did. That's why the name of it is Honor Thy Mother, Honor Thy Father and Mother, because I mean, without them, I definitely wouldn't be here. God gave me
Right.
the perfect parents to raise me, and I talk about them so much throughout the show. It was perfect name for it, and then um it was nice to be able to give something back to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I
So
can't imagine. I'm sure they're really proud of you. I mean, even since we spoke, well, interviewed a year and a half ago, your following has like quadrupled. I mean, you post hilarious stuff.
thank you.
And I'm like, maybe that's what I need to do. You know, when you're like trying, I'm like, I'm just gonna copy what Christian does. Every time you put out a reel, I'm just gonna do the same one.
That's amazing.
It won't be as funny though, but okay, well, so yes, make sure on Christmas Day it's your YouTube, right? Christian McCartney.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
check out his special that's going to air, Honor Thy Father and Mother. So we did post a little like thing on Instagram for your fans to be able to submit some questions because you have
Mhm.
like almost 1 million followers on Instagram.
That's insane.
I know. And it was crazy. Like once you put it out, that's like the most interactions I've ever gotten on my Instagram. I felt really like important for a day. So
Yeah.
I know. I was like, wow, look at this. Like, so I have some questions. We're gonna get through as many as we can, and this is gonna be great. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. All right. The first one is who is older between you and your brother Caleb?
I am older.
Okay, what
Against all odds, I am older than the child. He is
what go
21.
ahead.
He's
21.
21. I'm 23.
Okay. And you
Nobody
guys
believes.
are you super close?
Oh my gosh, yeah. We
Yeah.
weren't growing up, but
No?
no, as we got older though, we really started. Because my parents always told us growing up, they're like, when everybody else leaves, all you're gonna have is your siblings. And we were like, no way. And then everybody else left, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all I have is my siblings. So now like we're all much closer.
It is so true. So I've lost both parents now and it's weird because I just have my two brothers and with your parents gone, you have to be like really intentional about seeing each other. So it's so true. Okay, next one. Oh, this one's really sweet. It says, not a question, just wanted to thank you for continuing to do comedy for the glory of God.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's
It is
cool.
sweet. And I agree. I think it's really refreshing to have somebody that is really funny, but you have clean comedy that you can watch with your family.
That's cool.
All right, next one. What do you do when something angers you?
Oh, so I actually had really bad anger issues growing up.
Really?
Very bad, yeah. So it's actually something that the Holy Spirit works on with me because I constantly am getting convicted and having to just calm down. I used to, um, I kind of still do. When I get mad, I get really, really quiet. Obviously, like I'm a yapper, you can tell. So when I get mad, I just shut off. No emotion, no nothing. I don't make faces, no, I don't even talk. And I don't know. I've always been like that and I don't like it because it's just selfish. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't want anybody else to have a fun time, so I'm not going to have a fun time. And I just bring the energy down in the room. So I don't know. That's like the one thing. I was so selfish growing up and I have to catch myself now, just being like, all right, don't do this because this is just obviously it's just because you want to say you did it or you just selfishness and anger were my two biggest things growing up. So that's what I'm trying to work on now.
All right, next one. Will you be growing out the hair again?
I don't know.
I like it short.
Same. It was so much to take care of, and I've always loved changing on my hairstyle so much. I mean, I
Hmm.
had dreadlocks for like 3 weeks at one point, and I've had a flat top. I used to color my hair all the time when I was younger, but I think now that I'm getting into more like acting and stuff, I think I have to just have one thing so that in like they look at a headshot in the 6 foot pro, and then I come into audition and I'm bald. They're like, wait, what? That's not the same person. So I'm trying to be consistent now.
All right. What's your favorite quote from your parents? Mine is, but did you die?
My mom still says that to us. My gosh. My favorite quote from my parents.
Yeah.
The first one that came to my head, my dad told me when I was really, really young. He said, if anybody ever tells you something is free, they're lying to you. Nothing is free in this world. And
Mm.
I don't even remember why he told me that. I just remember I was really young though. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this information, Dad, but okay. So I just absorbed it. And clearly I remembered it because it was the first thing that popped into my head. But yeah.
That's good. You know what popped into my head from my mom?
Oh no.
If you keep eating sour cream like that on your potatoes, you're gonna get fat. It's like the first one.
Oh my.
Because she would tell me that every time I ate a baked potato, which wasn't often, but like you have to have sour cream with every bite.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's the first thing that would pop into my head. She would be so proud knowing that in heaven right now that that's what I said.
Right. That is awesome.
Next one. How has having asthma impacted your life? Do you have asthma?
No.
I wonder why they thought that.
What about me? It gives off that I have. Do I look out of breath a lot, Carrie? Be honest with me.
This is a fan. This isn't me.
No, I know, but like, oh my goodness.
Do they have
I
the
mean,
right person?
if I have to be honest, it's been pretty difficult. I'm an overcomer, you know, that's how my parents raised me. They used to take it away, take my inhaler away and make me run the.
Oh.
That's insane. Maybe I'm just gonna trust my
uh,
own people I have asthma.
I
I
am
don't.
crying. That is hilarious. Well, we cleared that rumor up. He does not have asthma.
Insane.
Okay. Have you ever had a clothing malfunction on one of your shows?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was performing at a church down in Texas, and it was in Clute, Texas, which is like an hour and a half south of Houston, very south in Texas. And my pants split on stage.
No.
So I was like doing this bit where the stool is laid out, and I went to go jump and then like split my legs last second, like I was about to land on it. And when I split my legs, my eyes hurt. And I looked down, no joke, from the like top of the pants, inner thigh, down to my knee was wide open. And I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And everybody just got quiet in the audience. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to say something. So I was like, it's a good thing I wore underwear tonight. That like broke the tension and everybody started laughing. But it was no joke. Like the dude who the son of the pastor brought duct tape up on stage, and because this was like in the middle of the show, we taped my pants, and there was bright green duct tape, and then like clear tape, and I performed the rest of the show with like surgical.
That is hilarious.
That's like the only time that's happened though. Great. I still have the pants. I saved them. They're in my dresser over there.
Do you still have the tape on them?
I do. Yep.
Oh,
I
that's
could probably
awesome.
get that. Yeah.
We're gonna have you sign that and we'll auction it off with your inhaler.
I need to get one.
Okay, this one says, any love advice?
Love.
Yeah.
Hmm. I guess for marriage, um, well, a piece of advice I got from my mom and my best friend's mom when I was younger, which I didn't like, but it's good advice and it leads into my advice. Their advice was don't date until you're looking to get married. Because like a lot of times people are just like, oh, I just want to go see what I like. I just want to go test the waters. And it's like, why? You're just gonna hurt yourself in the end. You're gonna
Yeah.
take on this extra baggage on your spirit that's totally unneeded. And then my advice would be when you're married, don't stop serving each other. Because
Hmm.
as soon as you stop serving and you're like, well, why aren't you doing this for me? As soon as it gets selfish, then that's when there's tension in the marriage. But if you just keep on serving. Your spouse will see that you're serving, they'll serve you, and then it'll stay good.
That's good. Okay, let's see. What's your brother's Instagram account name?
These people are thirsty for my brother. Hey, go. Um, does he have an Instagram? I think it's just McCartney.Caleb.
Oh, you just sold him out.
Oh, I don't care. It's definitely a private account, but um,
After this, he's gonna get so many requests.
he's gonna delete his Instagram. He does not like social media at all.
Really?
He is a just a hillbilly. Like he walks around his hat, his flannel tucked into his jeans. He'll like hang around the house in jeans with a fanny pack on. Who does that? Like that's not comfortable at all. But that's just him.
Oh, that's good. How tall are you?
I'm not short. I don't know why everybody. Okay,
Do
I
people
know.
think you're short?
Yes, just because when I stand next to my brother, I look like I'm tiny, but I'm 5'8". Is that short?
You're shorter than me.
Wait, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9". I didn't feel like you were in our picture.
Oh, wait. Was it because of the hair? It might. Oh no.
No,
Honestly,
now I'm
you know
looking
what?
it up.
Check it because if I'm 5'9", I'll take it. My driver's license says 5'8". I just went to the doctor and they told me 5'8". I better not be shrinking already.
Yeah, you still look taller than me, even with the
Are you
hair.
serious?
Yeah, a little bit.
My doctors are lying to me. Oh my gosh, I just went to the doctor like a week ago and they told me 5'8".
You need to measure yourself.
That's insane.
I don't think so. Who is your favorite Christian comedian?
Um, it's Tim Hawkins.
Oh, okay. I don't think
Or
I have seen him.
Tim Hawkins or Michael Jr. One of those guys. I learned about Michael Jr. Further the older I got, but
Hmm.
like Tim Hawkins was one of the first. He was the second person I ever watched on YouTube ever.
Have you met either one of them?
I met Tim Hawkins, because I'm
Sweet.
really good friends with Bob Smiley, who used to open up for Tim a lot. Like their best friends. So, um, Bob introduced me to him, and so that was cool to meet him because
Yeah,
I watched him when I was like 3 years, not three, but like maybe 5 or 6 years old. So seeing him in person or just meeting him was weird. Um, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's probably those two.
that's cool. Okay, let's see. How did you meet Jesus? Or better yet, where did Jesus find you?
Ooh. Jesus found me at college. I had grown up in church. I had served in church. I'd done everything I was supposed to do, but I never had a serious relationship. I was very lukewarm.
Mm,
And I think I think I was filled with the Holy Spirit because I was baptized when I was young. And I definitely got convicted growing up, but I would just follow my flesh
hmm.
because I always had like a don't do this, but then I would do it anyway. But when I was in college, that's when I started looking back at Jesus. So if this was me walking this way and Jesus is coming this way, college was when I actually turned around and I was like, "Oh, hey Jesus." Because I felt like he was calling me to do comedy. And
Oh,
like, well, if I know if I should know the person who I'm going to be following in life. So that's when I started taking my relationship seriously with him because I prayed and prayed. I was like, Lord, if you want me to do comedy, please give me a sign. And first semester went by, no sign, and I was like, all right. I took that silence as a sign. And then the second semester started, and my English, or not English, my education teacher stopped in the middle of a lecture, and she was like, listen, not all of you are going to be teachers, okay? Some of you are going to be firefighters, engineers, and who knows, one of you may even be a comedian. And when she said that,
wow.
I was like, oh, I hear you loud and clear, Lord. And like to be honest, she probably kept listing stuff. Like some of you are gonna be kiosk salesman in the middle of a mall. But like I stopped listening after she said comedian. So I dropped out and started doing comedy and every single day it's more and more what's the word?
Clear, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
There's a better word, but I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, God makes it more and more clear this is definitely what I was supposed to be doing.
That's awesome. Last question. How do I pray for an atheist?
Ooh,
Yeah.
how do you pray for an atheist? I guess you pray for him like you pray for anybody else.
Yeah.
There's no, you don't have a different prayer for atheist, Buddhist. You know what I mean? Like, there's no.
People with asthma.
Yeah. Oh, why did they think I had asthma? Oh my gosh.
That was the best seeing your look on your face. Ask you that question. Like,
When you asked me, I was like, wait, do I have asthma? Do I not know that I have asthma? Oh my goodness.
oh, that was the best. Oh man, that was awesome. Christian, thank you so much for coming on. I know that you've been busy and it's the holiday season, but I really appreciate you coming on the show and chatting with me.
Oh, of course. That's so much fun. I have fun every time that I talk with you. So this was a blessing. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's very sweet. And make sure you all check out his special, Honor Thy Father and Mother, airing on YouTube Christmas Day. And thank you all so much for watching. And just remember, until next time, to carry on.